Hola and namaste, Teresa Simmons Copeland. I've been doing a little video blog on my journey since I became a widow. Um, that is coming up to, um, where are we at? May, June, July, 15 months. Yeah, 15 months. Um, since my husband passed. Well, it will be 15 months on the 28th, which is in, I don't know what today is. Today's the 25th, so that'll be in 3 days. Anyway, I have not done a video for probably about a month. I think I was waiting for the house to sell, and it was supposed to go through. Wasn't sure if it was going to. It did go through. As a matter of fact, it finalized on June the 28th, which was the 14th month anniversary of my husband's passing, which was my husband and I, we were real into this number thing. So it was it was odd. It was 14 months exactly. The day I sold the house, it was 14 months exactly since he had passed. And it was funny because we got together in 1987 and we waited 14 years. On our 14-year anniversary is when we got married. So officially married. So that was kind of a weird numbers thing. We always had this number thing. Anyway, the house sold on the 28th, and but since then, my life has been just in chaos, as always. Immediately after the house sold, we had the Fourth of July events for the organization I belong to, and it's a big deal. Fourth of July, our state president comes down, and she was vice president when I was state president, so we're good friends. And she came down for a few days and did her, you know, installation of officers, July 4th parade, the whole 9 yards. It's an annual event for our post. And immediately following that, one of my friends and mentors, who's 81, had some issues at her house. Her air conditioning had gone out, and anyway, I went to check on her, and long story short, she ended up having a heat stroke and was hospitalized. And as that was happening, I was just getting ready to leave town to go to Austin for the state convention that we have every year. And I take my granddaughter every year. I've been taking her for the last 4 years or so. And this year I was taking our newly elected vice president. I just got elected to unit president for our local McAllen unit. I was president back in 2000 to 2003. And, since then I've been a district president, a division president, the president for the state. And the unit came to me and asked me to come back as unit president. And I agreed to do it for 1 year. And I'm going to mentor this young woman who's 33. She's been in the auxiliary all of her life. And I'm going to mentor her and train her. And then she will take over next year as president. We've got to get some young blood into this organization. So I'm excited about it. But she was going to go with me also to the state convention. So it's not like I could say, well, I'm not going, because I got my granddaughter and I got this young lady that I'm taking with. So I go to the convention, and a mutual friend of mine and my mentors, or our mentor, she's going to the hospital every day and she's talking with the caseworkers and all this. So as soon as I get back, I start going to the hospital, and I'm trying to make arrangements to get her air conditioner fixed, which is getting done right now. Turns out it wasn't broken. Maybe it froze up or something. She thought it wasn't working, so she just didn't turn it on. It just needs a good cleaning and a Freon charge. That'll happen today. They're going to clean the coils and all that. The AC in her car wasn't working. We already got that fixed. The problem is she'd had a water leak, and she lives in a trailer, and her floors are really, really warped. So I got a guy to come out there yesterday, maybe 2 days ago. I'm not really sure, and give us an estimate. And so that will hopefully be done next week. The hospital is not going to let her come home in the current condition of her house. That's just not going to happen. She's having to do therapy to walk again, and with the floors being warped, it's just not. They're not going to let her come home. So we're hoping the guy can work on that immediately. He said it will take him 2 days, so we'll see. Anyway, that's been my life since I got back, since I sold the house. So nothing here at my house has gotten done. I got an estimate for my floors because I also have a warped bathroom. I got an estimate for a fence. I got 2 estimates for fence, 2 estimates for the floors. And I have this old garage thing outside that's really overflowing with crap from the McAllen house that I need to be rebuilt. It's not a sturdy structure. And so I got an estimate for that. However, I've not been home to have any work done. I'm traveling to either Donna, where my friend lives, or I'm traveling to the hospital. So nothing's gotten done here. And I'm happy to be able to help my friend. She doesn't have anybody. She has no family at all. And I've been very blessed that I have a lot of family, a lot of friends, a lot of support. And she doesn't. And so I'm happy to help her and do what I can for her. But at the same time, I've got to make some time to get some stuff done here. I just have to. So I figure once she gets home and we get her settled and can set up some kind of home health care or something, then I can focus on my house. I have to. I say that, and I'm actually getting ready to go to, in August, at the end of August, I'll be going to North Carolina for the national convention, which I'm only going for 2 reasons. One, a friend of mine and another friend and mentor is going to be elected to a very high office. It's quite the honor, and I really want to be there. And secondly, that my husband's from North Carolina, and I really want to take some of his ashes. And he grew up on a lake out there, Lake Norman, and so I would love to take some of his ashes out there and let them go in the lake, and maybe take some ashes out to his mom and daddy's grave. He was a mama's boy for sure. He loved his daddy. I never met his daddy. His daddy passed before I came into the picture. Greasy and Bob Copeland. Bob is his mom. And I think he'd like that. I think he'd like if I took some of his ashes out there to be with his mom and daddy. And so anyway, that's pretty much what's going on. Per usual, I'm not getting anything done on my end. The dogs have adjusted well. The cats are here. The cats are adjusting well. My house is overflowing. This house is overflowing with crap from the old house, and I've just got to go through it all and make some decisions of what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to get rid of. Things that I was trying to do before, but I just got overwhelmed. So, and I think that's the catch up on everything. I'm relieved that the house sold. I've driven by there once, and they are really moving right along, getting it, they got a new roof on it. They put a tin roof on it, which I thought was interesting. And, they're redoing the inside, and yeah, it'll be nice. It'll be real nice. It'll be a nice family home for someone. I hope they have as many good memories as I have there. I mean, granted, we had ups and downs, but when you lose the person that you love the most, you just kind of forget about all the downs. You just really focus on the ups, and there are way more ups than there were downs anyway. So, um, like I said, it's getting ready to be 16 months, 15 months, excuse me, 15 months. And it still seems like yesterday to me. I miss him terribly, and but I know he's with me. The numbers thing, it's always the numbers. He sends me little weird. I think he sends me little weird messages and inside jokes that only the two of us know. So I believe wholeheartedly that he's around and he's keeping an eye out on me. That's my update, and I hope that if you find yourself in this journey of being a widow or widower, that you try to keep your head up. Got good days, bad days. That's the one thing I really don't like. I don't like that I don't have a whole lot of control over my emotions. I never know what's going to set me off into some crying fit, or overwhelm me emotionally with either anger or sadness, because that seems to be the only two. Anger, sadness, there's joy, don't get me wrong, there's joy. I'm sitting here as I'm looking out the door. I've got some green jays, and I have a red cardinal that I haven't seen for a while that comes back. And they say when you see a red cardinal, that's your deceased loved one coming to see you. So I think it's funny that I'm videoing about my widowhood. I haven't done it for a month, and the cardinal shows up, and I've not seen that cardinal for weeks. So, I just kind of take it as a sign that he's saying, hey, I'm here, I'm with you. So just keep your head up, keep moving forward. That's all you can do, and I hope that you find some peace. I'm working on mine. If I can ever find a moment to like just really sit and get my stuff done, I'm looking forward to I wouldn't say I'm looking forward, but I'm hoping to have a peaceful and happy life. It'll be different, but it'll be mine. So, namaste, stay safe, and adios.